both very much for being here. My name is Bonnie Allen. On behalf of our entire team, I'm really excited to share with you a strategy which we feel will help enhance the current foundation's mission by increasing overall awareness and helping families connect, share, and heal. One of the things that you had mentioned during your presentation not too long ago is the fact that psychological care and support is often inconsistent or non-existent for families and patients. Not only that, but you also mentioned that the care usually ends when the patient or the family leaves the hospital. So we felt that this was really an area where the Mattie Miracle Foundation could provide value through an online platform that helps families connect, share, and heal before, during, and after the cancer treatment process. And in order to do this, we're suggesting a three-pronged strategy. The first is to release an online forum. The second is a future rollout of Skype capabilities that would connect pro bono therapists with patients and families. And lastly, in order to ensure that these new initiatives are aligned with the current mission of the foundation, we're suggesting a few new branding strategies. So let's take a deeper dive into each of those and start first with the online forum. And probably the best way to walk you through this is to actually look at a mock-up of a landing page that we put together of what the forum could actually look like. I think we're probably all familiar with forums. Forums are online communities where members who are part of the community can post questions, share stories, and other comments. And that's exactly what this forum would do. But what differentiates this forum from other cancer forums out there is that we're going to cater specifically to the families and offer them support through 4 different categories. And you can see those categories on the right. The first is coaching and family support. Forums where you can discuss things like financial issues and hospital lifestyle. The second area is treatment, and we've segmented this by the various types of treatment that patients receive while in the hospital. The next is advocacy, and we know advocacy is something that you currently have on your website as a static page. We feel that this might be even better suited for a live page like a forum so that members of the community can really create energy and excitement around some of the advocacy initiatives out there. And lastly, and what's uniquely special about this forum, is a Q&A with a specialist. This would give members of the community to post questions to licensed therapists in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. Now, we've done our primary research. We went out and conducted extensive interviews with several therapists, as well as the Pro Bono Counseling Project, which is based out of Maryland. And everyone in unison thought that this was a fantastic idea, and so much so that even the director of the Pro Bono Counseling Project said she'd be more than willing to speak with you if this is something you want to pursue, and put you in touch with some therapists who would be willing to donate their time to work on the Q&A. So that is the online forum. And now to take a deeper dive into the Skype capabilities that I had mentioned before, which falls under psychological support. Another thing that you had mentioned during your presentation is the fact that going through the cancer treatment process is financially very difficult for a lot of families. So a lot of families can't afford psychological care. And those who have insurance plans that do cover psychological care, most of them require that the patient or family member is first diagnosed with a mental health disorder. And sometimes this just isn't the case. Families and patients just want help, a third-party help to help them cope through the cancer treatment process. So that's why we're proposing to connect pro bono therapists in the area to families and patients who are in financial need of their services. And we're suggesting to do this via Skype for 2 reasons. One, you had also mentioned that families are often restricted to their hospital rooms for long periods of time. It's difficult for them to leave to maybe go and visit a therapist. Not only that, but because we're allowing therapists to connect virtually, it encourages them to donate more of their time because they don't have to incorporate travel time to get to the hospital. So this will allow patients to connect with therapists anytime, anywhere. Now, through our primary research and our interviews with our therapists, over 50% of them said that they feel that this tool is in line with where the industry is trending right now. A lot of therapists are using Skype as a tool for therapy sessions. Not only that, but they think it's a great idea. 50% said they'd also be willing to consider donating their time for this. And again, we've included that information in our detailed report. So now, to ensure that these 2 new initiatives align with the current mission of the foundation, we're suggesting a few branding strategies. And the first is we want to ensure that there's some messaging out there that incorporates these new initiatives and then ties it back to the mission. Something that could be along the lines of, the Mattie Miracle Foundation, increasing childhood cancer awareness while helping families connect, share, and heal. The second is, much like the pens that you passed out in class, we really feel that you could brand the website on a number of other items that are in the hospital that patients and families use, like crayon boxes, Band-Aid boxes, coloring books, anywhere where we could list the website and drive more traffic to it. And lastly, through our research of some of the other forums that we were looking at out there for, specifically for childhood cancer, we noticed for their fundraising efforts, a lot of them were using thermometers to track gap to goal for fundraising efforts. We thought that this might be something that you could implement on the website because it really helps the donor feel that they have an immediate impact and that they're part of a greater cause, thereby encouraging larger donations. So we feel that by launching this three-pronged strategy will help build brand awareness for the foundation as a trusted resource. For really 5 reasons. The first is the differentiation component. I mentioned earlier that this forum is going to be very different from what's already out there. Second, family knows best. We're still keeping all of these services with the family that started the foundation. We're not passing this off to a larger organization that feels intangible to the community. Living the mission. We really truly believe that these initiatives align with your current mission that's in place right now. Increased engagement. This will give members of the forum and the Skype capabilities the reason to come back to the website even after they've left the hospital and have finished the cancer treatment process. And lastly, brand establishment. These new services will allow the Mattie Miracle Foundation to be a standalone organization with a recognizable brand. So I'm hopeful today that through this strategy we'll be able to demonstrate how we will be able to increase overall awareness of the foundation and help families connect, share, and heal. Thank you. We'll open up for questions now.
Sure.